What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in today. Max and I, we went to our game together. It was last night against the Cubs, first matchup with the Cubs, and let's just say,
I'm sure you're aware of what happened.
it was just mind blowing. Max is a Friar faithful for life. Like he literally said, "It's not over till it's over," and I'm here just like stressing out. I'm just like, this is bad. This is not good. What's going on, Max? Just explain what you're thinking with you Darvish first. Like, what were you thinking?
Yeah, like the first inning, it seemed like he got out of the jam, and then he started to really lose his command, and and then is it didn't help with letting those 4 runs in the with all 2 outs.
Yeah, it was that, and that's the thing. He got out of the first inning perfectly. I'm like, oh, you Darvish looking good. Like he settled in, looked like, and then I noticed his command was off, like you said. And with those 2 outs, it was just really rough because like we're almost there, and then they just tagged along. It was like 4 runs in the third inning or something crazy, and I'm just like, not again. I'm just like, not again, So, and then I'm like, okay, 4-0. It's early in the game, right? It was like third inning, fourth inning, something like that, and then what happened again? Like just kept scoring
And
and
then
scoring.
then we had runners on the corners with 1 out, and Profar could have made it, but my opinion, I think he would have been gunned out at home. But obviously, that would have been an easy way to make an excuse if we came up short.
Right.
But that wasn't the case.
No, and I know I was like, just send him, but then Max, like you said, that Cody had a bullet to the cutoff, and if he went, he'll have been gunned out. Like, just wait, the catcher been waiting for him. So, trust your base coaches. I know sometimes you want to play a little bit more conservative unless guarantee that he's going to score a run. Because, look at, like, if he scored, like, let's say he windmilled him all the way, and he got out, the crowd be booing the base coach. So, I get it. Like, let's play conservative here. But I think that time was about 6-0, or it was it was still kind of crazy.
Yeah. But nonetheless, it was 8-0 before we got any action.
And it was 8-0 going to the 6th, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And I told Max, we were with some other friends, and I told Max, hey, I'm going to grab a snack. Let me cool off a little bit. Let me go down. Let me grab a snack. And Max, what happened when I left at the 6th inning? Like, what happened?
They batted around. Tatis started the inning and he ended the inning.
Yeah, and I have some notes here. Like, I like to say something here. So, with that inning, Cronenworth, 9-pitch at bat, ending with a home run. That last one was looked like a home run, but it was foul, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's just like overlooked here. Cronenworth is becoming amazing. Wish we had that Cronenworth last season, right? Cronenworth, 9-pitch at bat, ending with the home run. I think that was a solo shot. Am I wrong? Or
I think it was a 2-run.
2-run? Okay. Then Merrill's at bats on the 6th, the 8th. He found a way to get on base. Merrill, guys, he's good. He is. I did not expect this at all. Did you expect what you're seeing right now from Merrill?
Not this early.
No, I did not expect that. It's like talk the game. He's been talking great, and he's showing that he's a young star coming. He could be a potential rookie of the year.
Yeah.
If he's looking like this, why not? Right? Yeah. Anything else with Merrill that you saw last night?
He was just like he was playing loose. He wasn't afraid of the moment. He knew that there's opportunity to show why he was asked to play outfield and not a veteran, and he made those pitchers work.
Like, what was that? I saw a quote. I think it was from Tony Gwynn. Like, play hard but have fun.
Yeah,
he looked like he was having fun, and that's what you really want. Like, don't be stressed out, because stressing out, what happens? It just does not end well. Like, your bats might be crap, or your fielding might not be in the game, and the fans will see that, right?
Yeah.
Bullpen, Max. Held them into that 1-run game before Tatis homer.
Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Yeah, and obviously Pedro got lit up right away.
Yeah.
But after that, it was a by committee. Crazy. Who was it?
It says right here. It says De Los Santos, Peralta kept it in a 1 game before Tatis.
Yeah, they all put up zeros.
Yeah, that's great.
From the was it the 5th or 6th inning on?
Somewhere farther in, yeah.
Yeah. And they looked like they were the starters. They were on their game.
Just beautiful work, because that could have cracked another inning for the Cubs.
Yeah.
The Cubs couldn't have scored after that.
Yeah, and then the Cubs actually, after they scored 8 runs, they actually had an opportunity to score a couple more.
Yeah.
But we got out of that, and I was mentioning it to someone like, oh, if we can get this to a 4-run game, this will get a little interesting.
Yep.
And then we got it to 8-5.
Slowly but surely. Everyone was hitting.
Yeah, and everyone contributed for the most part. And even if they weren't getting crazy hits, they got on base.
That's what you need to
they
start the rally.
Passed the baton. And when Machado got his first hit, then I think there was just like a string of 4 or 5 hits.
So it was funny. Talking about Machado, I'm guessing they marked it as an error on the fielder.
Yeah.
I think I looked into the box and they did not count that as man as a hit, even though he got on base, but they put that as an error. Which I have to see the replay again. I thought that was clearly a hit.
Okay, because initially it showed 3 errors and then they moved it back to 2.
Okay.
I don't know if it was that one.
Okay, I don't know because unless they fixed it, but like when I looked at the box, I think they said Manny did not get a hit off that, which that's kind of surprising because that was a hard one.
Yeah,
but we'll look into that.
Mm-hmm.
But he got on base no matter what, right? You get on base, yeah. If it's not a hit, whatever. But you got on base. Everyone else looked good. Cronenworth hit it, and these home runs meant something.
Yeah,
it wasn't like those. Oh, we lost 4-2, but the only 2 runs was home runs. Like those home runs meant something, dude.
Yeah,
and just whoever thought you wouldn't see this last season? Why flags were going off? And I told Max, I'm like, there were literally, you can probably see on ESPN or somewhere, it said 99.8% Cubs will win in the 6th inning.
Yeah,
8-0. I'm like, holy cow!
And this is something that if you watched it on TV or if you were at the game, you're probably not gonna see that again.
Max, let me ask you this: if you were watching it on TV, be honest, would you still watch from all 9 innings, or would you have done something differently?
I probably would have turned into the national championship.
Yeah, I would have done something else. If I saw 8-0, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people did.
I don't blame the Cubs fans that thought 8 runs was safe.
Because you're in Chicago, what's it, 3 hours ahead?
Yeah, like their Central Time, 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours. So it's like they're already going to bet on a mid, and they wake up like, what the heck?
Yeah, and they just wake up to a loss.
And I don't know if you guys have the social media, but the Twitter or X, the Cubs are made like, oh, we're having a great night or something, and then people are like, oh, how about now, because they put the final 9-8. I'm like, ooh,
yeah,
don't tweet too early,
And I know Tatis, we were well aware of what he did.
Yeah,
but the Cubs kind of wish they hit him there when he got out of the way. And
I saw that. I was like, and I thought it glazed his jersey, but hey, whatever. It's if the ump didn't call it, he knows he didn't want to take the walk. He's like, I want to.
And then they gave him a pitch.
They gave him a pitch that he did great.
I mean, I watched that. It was right down the middle.
Yeah. And I was like, I just loved how people kept reposting it. People put that Titanic song, and they're just.
Even
God, it just was just free in my mind.
Pat McAfee, who normally does football stuff, was talking about this comeback.
Yeah.
So it really speaks volumes of what type of comeback this was.
And again, this is the April. So right now we're the April 9th. This was April 8th. This was the Monday's game we're talking about. I know you guys all know about it, but it was just a crazy game.
And this was the best comeback in most recent time. In the most modern, in the last 5-10 years.
Right.
So, yeah, especially that late in the game.
Max, and what were you... I know, again, we went to the game together. Max, if we lost this game, let's just say we lost 8-2, right?
Yeah.
Are you be feeling the same way? Would you be like, what is going on? Or would you be like, it's early? What would your thoughts are if we lost that?
I mean, it would have had a different feel to it because... You would have been 5-8, not 6-7.
Yeah.
And that is substantial when Arizona lost and the Dodgers lost 2-3 to the Cubs, and we have the series coming up with the Dodgers after our day off on Thursday, or
yes, off Thursday, yeah.
And then so like this is gonna carry hopefully into the next series, and you know we can kind of forget about that San Francisco series.
Yeah. So tonight we have Joe Musgrove on the mound. Joe looks like ready. Off that nice, incredible victory, I think Joe's like, let's do this. Let's keep carrying it.
Yeah, and Ben Woods is on the mound for the Cubs.
How's he? How's Ben Woods?
I haven't really heard of him.
Let me look at the quick stat real quick.
But I feel like it's a bullpen game for them by committee. He's a high ERA. That's probably largely to do with not.
Oh, Ben Brown. We're sorry. It's Ben Brown. He's 2 games with an ERA of 11-12, 5 innings pitched. So, like you said, it's a bullpen for them for sure. Yeah. So let's capitalize on that.
Yeah, and the only pitcher we're gonna be facing of their like top, I think tomorrow, is Kendricks.
Yeah.
So. I mean,
win tonight. Let's keep.
Yeah, win the series and then finish the month strong, and but yeah, like Cub fans, the mood swayed a little bit.
I just thought they'd just pull like what just happened to the Cubs? They were honestly, it was like the teams reversed. Like Padres were sleeping. The Cubs were doing damage, and then like, okay, let's switch. And now the Padres were dangerous, and the Cubs were sleeping.
Well, when we got out of that, after we scored those 5 runs, and then we got it to 7, and then we took it to the 9.
Yeah.
When we had that 1, 2, 3, we got out of it 9 pitches.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And we were just on their throat. They were on their skates at that point because we just had the momentum. Momentum's a real thing. And everyone was like ready to like fight for this win. And I mean there were still a lot of people there.
It's funny. I just remember this. Final score was what, 9-8?
Yeah.
That's another 1-run win.
Yeah.
Another 1-run win.
That manipulate the stat sheet, but hey, we got that.
And like you said,
and that makes us 2-2.
Oh, 2-2? 2-2? Okay, so, but yeah, I would think that people, I was talking to people at work, and they said their friends left during the game because they didn't want to deal with it. I'm like, I guess, but how about if we left, Max, and you're like back home and you just see a victory, not walk off, but technically Tatis wins the game, and you'd be like, wow, it could have been
my honest thought was like, statistically, like if you played that game 10 times, you lose that game.
Yeah,
but
100%.
But at the same time, we were also there with a lot of people that aren't necessarily like big baseball fans, so it was like we were there to have a good time as well.
Yeah.
So that made the decision to stay.
Yeah, for sure. Some people's first games,
And we just really got hard hit balls toward the end, and we really when Tatis's ball died in right field. You saw that right fielder didn't feel good about that.
Yeah.
Because he knew if he got one more at bat, what happened. That's exactly what he was worried about. And the Cubs. I mean, I just can't imagine.
And 8 unanswered. 9 on.
Yeah, 9 unanswered. That was just like, we got Eggy Rosario went in. Wade went out. Pauly went out.
Well, talk about Paulie. Let's talk about what happened to Paulie. What for people that didn't know, we just found out like an hour ago. What's going on now with Paulie, and we got Ben back slowly.
Paulie is getting he got optioned to the El Paso, and we called up Brett Sullivan, and that's nothing bad. Like, he got some experience, but it'll be the best for him. So when he's ready to come back, he'll be ready to go. And Sullivan's been doing really good in the minors, and he will potentially be a DH for us going forward.
Right, and this is AAA for people to know where El Paso, like it's AAA, the team. Who would you say MVP of the night was last night? I know so many people, but if you had to pick one person, who would you think? I think it started off with Cronenworth. I mean, of course, Tatis, right? I mean, everyone's gonna say Tatis, but besides him, could have been Kim with that triple. Could have been.
I think.
Or pitcher, maybe? Or bullpen?
Yeah.
Flores?
There's so many, but I honestly think Bogarts, like, he... Like, even if he didn't statistically had a bad numbers going in, he didn't have clutch hits.
Right.
And then I think he had a multi-hit game, because he had the home run and then he got on base multiple times.
Yeah.
And, I mean, his home run seemed like the best of all of them that night. Like, just like for no doubter. Obviously Tatis was the walk-off or the game winner.
Yeah.
But Bogarts one was like, it was off. It felt like you knew it was gone once it fell.
And I think that's a good one. I think Bogarts really needed that. Just get the home run because he's of course not doing well off the season. Let's be real. Let's say hey, he hasn't been what we wanted him to be, especially for leadoff. So getting that home run, no matter what the score was, if it was a solo shot, I don't remember if it was I think it was a solo shot. I could be wrong, but just seeing that ball hit hard and like you said, guaranteed, because it was a guaranteed home run. Hopefully that kind of helps
build his confidence back and bring back to what he did in Boston and the reason why we signed him to that deal.
Yeah.
Because if he lives up to his contract, like, we're not going to be a teams want to play.
Yeah, and we need everybody that we sign. There's a reason why they made this big contract. Real quick, Manny Machado. What do you think he's still struggling? Do you think he's okay? Rumors saying he might not be playing third for a little bit longer than expected. Tell me about Manny Machado. What you've been hearing or seeing.
Obviously, we want to see him play better, but at the same time, we have so many weapons that he doesn't have to do it all right now.
Right.
Like, because he's gonna pick it up.
Right.
And we know what he's capable of. So, that's why, like, having to tease, like, Bogarts and Cronenworth really live up to their leadership roles is really, really, really big. So I think that Machado, he's gonna get it back.
And they always say he's always been having a slow start in April when he was in the Orioles. It happens to him every time. Maybe during COVID he had a hot April, but other than that, I think he's gonna be where he's at. He's always gonna be fourth. You're not gonna bench him. Third base, what we hearing from third base? He's gonna. Are you okay with him DHing for longer than expected? We don't want him to get hurt again. So what do you think about him just DHing for a little longer?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have him at DH, and so I believe they're gonna really split it between Eggy Rosario and Wade.
Yeah.
And also something that they may consider doing, which they probably won't want to do, but you remember last year when Machado was hurt, they pushed Kim at third?
Yes.
I could see that happening if if some of the players are really struggling at third.
Okay.
But for now, I think they're okay with
what we have right now.
Yeah, and you have to remember the reason why people kind of wonder why Wade is on the team. Well, the big part of it is he's a lefty.
Yeah.
And he's also not doing much worse than anyone else.
Right.
So like obviously he didn't have a hit yesterday, but you know, the same guys don't have to do it every night. In Darvish, what was really promising was we won that game when Darvish was off.
Yeah, it was low, and that's what you do. Good teams pick up who need, like pitchers pick up our offense. Offense picks up our pitchers. It's a team sport, and yeah, I would love to see Darvish go through the lineup maybe 2-3 times, be great, and give up 2-3 runs max.
So let me ask you. Does this say something about Mike Schilt?
I think what is good is that Mike has faith in this team. He still had the whole offense still out there. He still played the team like it was a very close game, because he could have just said, "Sorry, dude," in the bullpen. Hey, you're gonna pitch a couple more innings. But he to me, what I saw was this game is not over yet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great to see.
Yeah, and he knew that how important this game is, because he knows that this could be a game deciding a tiebreaker for the wild card.
Yeah.
Or
we'll look back into that. It's like, damn, I wish we had that.
And if we because I just have a feeling the Cubs are going to be ready playing for something at the end, because they have a good team.
They do.
And I mean, yeah, their bullpen they need to figure out, but Padres
bullpen or the Cubs bullpen?
The Cubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Cubs are gonna their bullpen let them down last night, but you know, it's not impossible for these things to happen. It's just like it's just something you wouldn't bet on happening.
No. And that's the thing that's crazy. It was just you won't see that again. And it's always have the faith, always believe in the team, but it's a hard way. In a professional league game, it's not a little league where,
Yeah.
But it's crazy to see the Padres come back. I'm just happy to see that. I hope this carries on for tonight's game and the future, just the future. Like, if you're down 5-0, to say, hey, game's not over until it's over.
Yeah, and
that's good to see.
And no lead is safe.
Vice versa, because that could have been the Padres 8-0.
Yeah.
And we could have lose our hair that night. Man. Tonight, what are you looking for tonight? What are you looking... What, Joe Musgrove? Are you looking at the offense? Is the offense going to keep carrying?
Just hoping we carry it and Musgrove just goes deep into the game. Yeah. And then I think Cease is tomorrow.
Yes.
And then my thinking is they're going to use King and Waldron for LA.
Okay.
And then maybe Darvish again on the third game.
I'm excited for the LA series too.
Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna have our top pitchers available then, but if we even need to, we could probably have Burrito start if we need to.
Right.
Even if it's just one inning
or two innings. You never know. Yeah, whatever can help.
Because you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah. I'm just hopefully for tonight. I'm looking forward just have the offense keep battling, have some early runs, keep the offense alive, and just Joe Musgrove. I mean, our bullpen is there for us. I just let's have Joe Musgrove have another start like he did last week, and I think we can win this game if those happen. Offense, let's go early, and let's have our defense going.
And a win tonight will get us 500.
Yeah, and that's what we need. Back to 500. Again, like we like to say that word. It's early, but it's like that fact. Like, dude, we're fighting. It's like, I wasn't stressed out like this last year. Mm-hmm. I think you're just kind of expecting like we can do better.
Yeah,
we were very mad about last season's ending, so we want to feel like we want to win almost every game. Win a series. Let's win some series. We haven't won a series yet. We tied the series a couple times. So let's win the series, and it starts with the Cubs.
Yeah.
Win tonight, win the series.
Yeah. And
that's it.
And this is a good team. So, like, if we can win tonight, it really shows that we could play with anyone.
Yeah. So let's win tonight. Or, hey, if they come back and good, let's win the rubber game. We're not afraid of winning let's play the rubber game. And let's go. Let's go to LA happy.
Just always be ready to play when you're on your schedule.
Yeah. We just want that. Anything else, Max? I know we have to wrap up soon, but anything else you'd like to see or any announcements?
Yeah, I just want to see the team just start the summer really strong, and because we're here to win a championship.
Yeah, the time is now, and I do want to say that I just loved how the whole team was happy in the dugout last night.
And that was a championship level comeback.
Yeah.
And that just, like we were saying, we are going to be a tough out. You can't just expect, we're gonna roll over.
Yeah, all right, you guys won in the 7th inning. You guys got it.
That just, as fans, a 4 or 5 run lead or deficit, we're in it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. No, I'm just happy to see. I'm glad we went to the game, and I'm glad that we enjoyed ourselves, and I'm glad we saw almost literally some history there. So it was fun. I hope we win tonight, and again, we're not done yet. We still have a long season ahead of us, and it's looking good for the Padres as of right now. So guys, just please share it with your Padre fans or baseball fans in general. I know we also want to do more baseball stuff just besides Padres, just kind of more out there, but give it a like and comment, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right, thank you.